Hey friends, price mechanism refers to how demand and supply determine prices in a free market. So as we see in this mind map, there are two key functions of prices. Prices either function as signals or incentives, or they can actually also function as both. As signals, prices inform decision makers about changes, and as incentives, prices motivate decision makers to act in response to new information. I know that this definition sounds a bit abstract, so let us use an example to simplify the difference between prices as signals and incentives. So imagine you run a home-based business selling vegan cookies. So you bake and sell vegan cookies to people from the comfort of your home. And now imagine for some reason, vegan cookies go viral on TikTok because of some new trend. And because of this change in taste and preference, the overall demand for your vegan cookies increase. And this is reflected in the rightward shift of the demand curve from D1 to D2. So this is over here, from D1 to D2. And as we see at the initial price at P1, there is now a shortage, right? Because the quantity of cookies demanded at Q2 over here is higher than the quantity of cookies supplied at Q1. The price of vegan cookies will therefore rise and continue to rise from P1 to P2 until the shortage disappears at point C. And as you see, point C is the point where the price is P2 and quantity is Q3. So this is what happens as we understand from the earlier concept of demand and supply. But how does this link to our understanding of price mechanisms? Well, the new higher price signals to you, the baker and the owner, that there is a shortage in the vegan cookie market. And this increase in price also incentivizes you, the baker, to increase the quantities of vegan cookies that you bake and you supply. You'll bake more vegan cookies because now vegan cookies are more profitable. But at the same time, this new and higher price also signals to consumers that vegan cookies are more expensive to purchase. So this is also an incentive for them to buy fewer vegan cookies. Now, they move along the demand curve from point B to point C, like this, buying fewer cookies than at the original price P1. So this increase in price of vegan cookies results in a reallocation of resources, with more resources being allocated to baking vegan cookies. And this entire example of vegan cookies fall under what we call a product market because vegan cookies are a product. But all of these concepts and principles also apply to a resource market, such as the labor market. So for example, in some countries such as Singapore or the US, there seemed to be a massive influx in students majoring in computer science, especially during the COVID pandemic. But with more computer science majors and graduates entering the job market after graduating, you can imagine how this overall increase in supply would impact the wages in the tech industry. And all of these changes and all of the principles explaining these changes is very similar to what we've discussed earlier in this diagram.